Welcome to Whispering Archives, where history doesn't just speak, it whispers across the centuries. Imagine a door, a single sealed entrance, and touched for over 3,300 years. Locked away since the death of one of Egypt's most famous pharaohs. Then, a faint crack of light breaks the darkness, slowly flooding in, revealing treasures of gold. So golden and mesmerizing it seems almost unreal. This incredible scene unfolded not in a grand temple, but deep within the dark and silent Valley of the Kings. This narrow, desolate valley, carved into the western bank of the Nile in Luxor, was the secret burial ground for the mighty pharaohs of the New Kingdom. For thousands of years, their tombs were meant to remain hidden, their final resting places shrouded in secrecy and mystery to protect them for eternity. But secrets, especially those buried with kings, have a way of surfacing. And in the early 20th century, by a stroke of pure chance, a determined British archaeologist named Howard Carter would be the one to uncover the greatest secret the valley had ever kept. His name would become forever linked with the Boy King, and a discovery that would captivate the entire world. The king at the center of this incredible story is Tutankhamun. He was a young ruler from the 18th dynasty who ascended to the throne of Egypt during the 14th century BC. His reign was brief, and his life was cut tragically short when he died at only around 19 years old. Because he ruled for such a short time and passed away so young, he was largely considered a minor pharaoh, almost a footnote in the grand, sweeping history of ancient Egypt. He wasn't a great conqueror like Ramesses II, nor a revolutionary builder. However, despite his short life and relatively minor historical impact during his time, the discovery of his nearly intact tomb and the breathtaking treasures within would grant him a legacy far greater than he could have ever imagined. These artifacts would offer an unparalleled window into the wealth, artistry, and beliefs of ancient Egyptian civilization, securing his place as the most famous pharaoh of all time. The story of the discovery itself is as dramatic as the treasures it revealed. By November of 1922, Howard Carter had been searching the Valley of the Kings for years, funded by his patron, Lord Carnarvon. The search was expensive, difficult, and so far, fruitless. Lord Carnarvon was growing impatient and was close to pulling his funding. Carter was given one last season to find something significant. The pressure was immense. As Carter and his team tirelessly cleared rubble from an area near the tomb of Ramesses VI, an area they had previously overlooked, a moment of pure serendipity occurred. A young Egyptian boy named Hussein Abdul Rasoul, who was part of the crew, was tasked with carrying water. As he set down his water jars, he accidentally stumbled and his foot scuffed away the dirt, revealing something solid beneath the rubble. It was the top of a stone step, the first step of a hidden staircase leading down into the bedrock. This was a true accidental discovery, a moment of pure chance. Without that simple and planned action, the tomb containing thousands of precious, irreplaceable treasures might have remained hidden from the world, perhaps forever. At the very heart of this vast treasure, nestled within layers of coffins and shrines, lay the most iconic artifact of ancient Egypt, Tutankhamun's golden death mask. To see it is to be left breathless. It is a masterpiece of ancient craftsmanship, a true symbol of pharaonic power and divine beauty. The mask is made of solid gold, weighing approximately 11 kilograms, or about 24 pounds. It's not just the gold that dazzles, but the intricate details. The stripes of the royal headdress are inlaid with brilliant blue lapis lazuli, and the divine beard is also braided with this precious stone. His eyes are crafted from quartz and obsidian, giving them a startlingly lifelike appearance. His face, serene and youthful, depicts the young king as a god, symbolizing his journey to immortality and his divine power in the afterlife. Today, this breathtaking mask is the star attraction at the Grand Egyptian Museum in Giza. This modern marvel is the largest archaeological museum in the world, a fitting home for over 100,000 artifacts. The museum itself is an architectural wonder, designed to showcase Egypt's most important treasures in a way that reflects the grandeur of the civilization that created them. But the tomb was far more than just the golden mask. It was a time capsule, for small rooms packed to the ceiling with everything a king would need for the afterlife. When Carter first peered inside, He saw what he described as wonderful things. The antechamber was crowded with golden couches shaped like mythical beasts, dismantled chariots covered in gold leaf, and ornate caskets. Another room, the treasury, was guarded by a magnificent statue of the jackal god Anubis. Inside were canopic chests holding the king's organs, model boats for his journey across the underworld, and countless golden shrines. The burial chamber itself was almost completely filled by a series of four massive, gilded shrines, nested one inside the other like Russian dolls. At their center was the stone sarcophagus, and inside that, 3 coffins. The innermost coffin was made of solid gold and held the mummy of Tutankhamun himself, adorned with the famous mask and over 100 other pieces of jewelry and amulets. Other annexes contained everything from furniture and clothing to board games and even bouquets of dried flowers. Most of these priceless treasures, including the golden mask, the solid gold coffin, and the king's magnificent golden throne, have been moved from the tomb. They are now displayed for the world to see at the Grand Egyptian Museum, where visitors can stand in awe of the incredible beauty and craftsmanship of the ancient Egyptian artisans. So, from the dark, dusty floor of the Valley of the Kings to the bright, modern halls of the Grand Egyptian Museum, the story of Tutankhamun is a journey through time. It's a story of gold, of mystery, and of a life cut short. Yet, through one of the greatest archaeological discoveries ever made, his legacy became eternal. The boy king, once lost to history, is now a household name. And today, visitors from all over the globe can witness firsthand the treasures that survived for over 3,000 years, a glittering testament to a civilization that believed in life everlasting. His whisper, once silent, now echoes through eternity. Thanks for joining us at Whispering Archives. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories from the past.